world is good. Group number one. For those of you who were drawn to the first image, this is going to be your reading today. On Going to be looking into your future spouse's side of the family, your in-laws, see their first impressions of you, first time meeting. So some of you may have to travel to meet them. So your future spouse may not be from where you are. This is for group number one, spirit guides. Their in-laws, first impressions of them. I see this going very, very well. I think that before meeting them, which is, I mean, this is a normal reaction, but I feel like you would be feeling like very nervous, but more so nervous about how they'll feel about you. Because I feel like you're quite different than past people that your future spouse have dated. I feel like both of you are very different from your exes and people you've dated in the past. So I feel like also you both may come from different cultures, different religions, different ethnicities, race, whatever. But there's something quite different about how you both were brought up. So I feel like you may like have these almost like anxieties slash judgments of how you may think that the family is going to perceive you or think about you. Um, yeah, so I definitely feel like you're just gonna have these little anxieties. What would they think about me? We're so different. So I wonder how they'll feel about us being together. So I definitely feel like those anxieties are absolutely going to be put to rest. So I feel like this is going to be quite an open and accepting family. Yeah, temperance here. This is a very open and accepting family. Some of you may be a same sex connection. I'm hearing trans as well, but this is a very open hearted family. I feel like this is a family that's not necessarily the conventional type of family. They're very, a very large family, it feels like, but it feels very close knit. I feel like, yeah, I definitely feel like this is a very close knitted family. First impressions wise, I feel like they're gonna view you as somebody who has brought out this side to your future spouse that they haven't seen in a long time. You have this very healing energy to you, this very nurturing energy to you. And I feel like you and your future spouse coming together because before coming together, you would have already done a bunch of healing on yourself, a lot of shadow work, a lot of, the whole healing shebang. You've heard it in you've heard it in other readings before, so I'm not going to get too much into it, but you've done that before meeting your future spouse here, or at least most of it. Healing is a lifelong thing, not just a one and done type of thing. But you bring in a lot of healing energy into your future spouse's life. You are definitely going to be helping your future spouse to, transform and change into their highest potential by helping them to release things and release baggage and release things from their past, release traumas. Some of you may even introduce them to therapy or, maybe coaching or certain, maybe like a group or something. I don't know, but it feels like you introduce your future spouse into this world of help and healing and support and being okay with receiving that. But yeah, they definitely notice this change. Your future spouse's family definitely notices this change with your future spouse. They feel that you have really helped them a lot. You are very supportive of your future spouse. Your future spouse may have a very like creative career in some type of way. Hearing music for some of you, like arts, theater, Some of them may do like acting, whether it's on TV or on stage. They may do some writing as well. Um, but your future spouse definitely, I feel like you coming together, the both of you are going to experience this like very huge like transformation and change, like a very positive one. I feel like things are gonna like be blowing up for you, like left to right. You're just gonna experience all these like all this good luck when coming together, and even right before coming together as well. But future spouse, your in laws, they love you. there's there's nothing to like worry about here. There's nothing to stress about. They are very open to this connection, to this relationship. It doesn't matter if you may be from a different culture, religion. It doesn't matter. They really like you for you. Look at this. Nine of Cups. Yeah, they're very satisfied with this connection. They feel that you both are like a perfect fit. I'm hearing compatible. They feel that both of you are very compatible. Y'all, look at this. Ace of Cups at the bottom. My goodness, yeah, they they really like you, group number one. They feel that some of them they may be into astrology as well. I know in some cultures they may do like birth charts, especially like the moms or the aunts. They may do like birth charts to see, if this relationship is compatible or not. But yeah, I definitely feel like they feel that the both of you are a really good match and a really good fit to one another. You really both like balance each other out. Again, you both are very different. There's something very different about you on the outside, but like at the core, you both really vibe on that spiritual level. This is a very spiritual connection you have with your future spouse here. So you definitely bringing a lot of balance into their life. You bringing a lot of happiness and joy, and yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. You again that healing energy. You help your future spouse to release. There may have been a situation that your future spouse was into that like your family knew about. For some of you, this could have been with the ex. For somebody here as well, with this Temperance and Cup energy, it could have been like some type of addiction. Maybe they used to be like an alcoholic, or they used to, not have the best relationship with certain substances. That's not for everybody. But there may have been something that your future spouse was struggling with before meeting you. And I feel like your future spouse's family is going to feel that you really helped your future spouse to release some things and to heal and get help, or just to think, yeah, wow, you got the Tower in reverse. These are definitely like, in the upright position, they can be kind of perceived as something a little negative. You got the Three of Swords, heartbreak, um, betrayal, things of that sort. Then you got the Tower, which talks about unexpected changes. And a lot of people look at this stuff as like very negative cards. But with these both being in reverse, this is like you helping your future spouse to have released these things. You helping your future spouse to have being able to open up and ask for the help and support, or even just talk about it, because this person it's kind of reminding me of you. It's like the energy that you're in when you come to union with your future spouse. It's like you are a very good listener. You know how to listen. You don't have to talk. In therapy, we always like to say, or in like the mental health industry, we always like to say, like, if you let the person talk long enough, they figure it out on their own, which is honestly very, very true. So I feel like you lend a very good listening ear. Your future spouse's family think that you're a very good listener. You're very compassionate. You're very open hearted. Um, but yeah, you're definitely um, uh, I don't know. It's just something about your energy that feels very good. It feels at home. I feel like you fit in very well with the family. They're, even if you're again very different from them, they're going to be very accepting of you. They're going to, have open arms and be ready to accept you in. Now, don't think that I'm just telling y'all this because I haven't filmed the other groups, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a group that they may not get the best, reaction. I'm a very honest reader. I don't like to sugarcoat things for folks. Their first impressions, spirit guides. I just heard whipped. They Some of them may feel that you got your future spouse whipped. For some of you, your future spouse may have been with this date card here. They may have been a player in the past. They may have been somebody who may have been a player or a cheater or somebody that wasn't the most loyal. But again, your future spouse, before meeting you, went through a huge transformation, a huge, some type of loss, some type of betrayal. They could have been cheated on. Yeah, honestly, for some of you, they could have gotten their karma back for, maybe the things that they've done in the past. And it caused this like spiritual awakening almost for them to where they're like, I need to change. I need to do something differently. I want a real relationship. Because I feel like, if you haven't met this person yet, they may still be in this, kind of wandering energy. They don't know what they want just yet. Excuse me. So, yeah, I definitely feel like as far as the in-laws' first impressions of you, they may view you as somebody who you're definitely new. Again, this is like it says, meeting someone new here, getting back out there, playing, set a date. So they may be like, so when are y'all going to set a date to get married? When are y'all going to tie the knot? What y'all going to do about this? So they may be, I feel like that his family may be a little bit nosy about your love life or, what you like your plans and goals with one another. The family loves to talk. Not going to lie about you. I'm not going to lie to you about that, but this family definitely loves to talk. They may like to gossip. Not necessarily good or bad, but they do like to gossip. They do like to talk. They do like to keep each other in the loop here. So you got keys on the ring, many options, decision, unconventional. Yeah, I was just saying like, this could be a very like unconventional connection here, which definitely, again, it gives me like same sex or, maybe they're part of a religion or maybe you're atheist. It could be something, I don't know. It's just something very different about you and your future spouse or where they come from. So, they may you have this, I feel like they may view you as like coming from this like scorpionic energy. Some of you may be Scorpios, Pisces, Cancers, um, or I don't know, I'm picking up Capricorn and Gemini as well. This could be your sign, sun, moon, and rising, or your future spouse. But definitely, I feel like first impressions wise, with this Phoenix, you got the Phoenix here too. So new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So yeah, you, because Scorpios oftentimes, because Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, and Pluto is a planet of transformation, with this tower energy here. So you bring in this transformative energy, like there's something about you, like you just coming into union with your future spouse, and it just caused this huge shift, just this really huge shift. Like things are just getting better for them. I feel like they may, like before meeting you, they would have gone through like such like a loss and betrayal or whatnot. And for some of you as well, you may experience the same thing too. But it's like, even though they have all this chaos going on around them, you coming into their life kind of like just dissipates that storm. I'm literally seeing somebody like, just stepping through like a hurricane, like and just as soon as you step through, it just like goes away. It just dissipates. Like it can't stay in your presence. So again, you have this very healing energy to you. You cause a lot of shifts in people's lives, the people around you, the people that you meet, your friends, people that you work with, even strangers. Um, what is it? The human design. Oh my gosh, what is it called? Like a generator or something? I don't know. I don't know why that just came up, but some of you may want to look into your human design. Um, but yeah, you just caused this big transformation in people's lives, and your future spouse's family can absolutely see that. They see the like things just being better for your future spouse. Things just have changed. They are going to talk to you a lot about like your future spouse's like childhood upbringing. They may have had like a troubling, childhood, or they may have been like a troubled child or misbehaving, things like that. So they may talk to you a lot about that, and just be like, you know what, they used to be like this, but since they met you, they're like this now, and it's like they have done an entire 180. So I feel like they are gonna compliment you a lot on, and it's not even nothing that you really actively do. Like honestly, group number one, it's nothing that you actively do. It's literally just being in your presence is what causes these shifts and changes in your future spouse's life. And just being in your presence, it just happens. They start to take more initiative over things, or over things that they want to heal from, or work through. So this, you and your future spouse going to have a lot of communication as well, talking with each other a lot. Very deep conversations here. I love this connection. I love this connection. And I really like you. I love your energy, group number one. I don't know what it is, but this is, I'm not friends with just anybody, but I would absolutely be your fucking friend. Your energy feels great. Um, Very similar to my own, actually. I feel like that's why I really like it so much. But group number one, these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. Please let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But yeah, group number one, y'all stay well, babes. Y'all stay blessed, and I will see y'all in my next reading. Peace out. What is good, group number two? For those of you who were drawn to the second image, this is going to be your reading today on your in-laws, their first impressions of you. I feel like your future spouse is very close to feminine energy in the family. It could be their mother, grandmother, or aunt, but they're very close with them. Um, I feel like whoever this feminine energy is, they may be very skeptical of you at first. Not in like they automatically think that you're up to no good or anything, because of course you're not. You fucking love your future spouse, but I feel like it's just that thing. I don't know how to explain it. You know how just some family members are like that. They just want to. They're a little overprotective. So I feel like um, your future spouse might have a very overprotective, mature feminine in his family that he's very, very close to, and he has the utmost respect for. For some of you, your future spouse, their parents could have passed away, and they were raised by like their grandmother or grandparents, or they were raised by like their aunt and uncle. That's not for everybody. That's only for a few of you. But again, there's definitely like one person that's coming through very strongly for this group, who is very protective over your future spouse. They don't play. Yeah, you got the chariot here. You got the lovers in reverse. Yeah, this person definitely doesn't play. But as far as like first impressions of the rest of the family here, I feel like they're gonna view you as somebody who's very driven, who's somebody who's very ambitious, and somebody who you possess this like very like powerful, strong, like picking up like Capricorn, Aries, Taurus type of energy here. But you have this like boss bitch energy to you. And I feel like your future spouse's family, for some of them, it kind of intimidates them a little bit. But for the majority of them, they really love this about you. They are a very strong-minded family. I feel like so they don't want no, and excuse my language, but they don't want no pussies in the family. This could have been a very like, those so troublesome families, the families who folks in the neighborhood or folks in the community are like, don't fuck with them, don't fuck with so and so. I feel like this is that type of family here. They don't play around. They do whatever they need to do, and that's it, and that's just on period. So I feel like this family here, they're just very protective over the future spouse. They don't want just anybody being welcomed into the family. They're very selective with this lovers in reverse. They're very selective over who they let in the family. But again, you have this very strong, powerful queen, king type of energy to you, and your future spouse's family loves this about you. So I feel like you are a perfect fit because again, this is a very tough family. I'm drawn to like the biker's jacket she has on here. So for some of you, they may have your future spouse may have some bikers in the family. Um, but yeah, this feels like a big family here as well. Very close knit, very loud as well. I'm hearing very loud chatter in my ear now. This is a very loud family. Um, they love to talk. Some of them with this Five of Cups in reverse, they may like to drink a lot. When they have family gatherings or family, get-togethers. Whatever. They may like to have some drinks going around. They love to cook food. This is a family who, yeah, they love food. It reminds me of like a Southern family. I'm from Tennessee here in the U.S. I live in Texas now, but I'm from Tennessee. Um, but yeah, this feels like a Southern family almost. So, or a picking up Hispanic as well. Your future spouse might be Hispanic or from Latin descent. Picking up Indian here as well. Anything else you want to come through for this spirit? Italian, something about New York. Somebody may be from New York, or from the East Coast. But yeah, I definitely feel like your future spouse's family, they're gonna view you as somebody who is very, you've done a lot of healing, and I feel like they notice that. I feel like your future spouse is going to talk to them about you, not just telling them all your business, but they're going to tell your story a little bit. You're going to be able to tell your story as well. But I feel like they've told a few members of their family your story, and how far you've come in life, and I feel like they're going to really respect you. Your future spouse's family is going to have a lot of respect for you. Um, yeah, a lot of respect and adoration. They're the type of family who's, again, they're very close. When the people who they accept inside their family, your family, like there's it's like it's strong, like it's very close knitted. They look out for one another. So they're definitely gonna keep up with you as well. You may even really befriend like their sibling, like one of their siblings. I see you getting close to one of their siblings, really clicking with them. They may turn out to be one of your best friends, a cousin as well. But I see you being very like welcome into this family, and your future spouse as well. Like when it comes to like their friends, I feel like they don't allow everybody into their circle. So the people who they consider friends, they really consider them family. So again, there's a sense of loyalty around your future spouse. They are very loyal, and dedicated to the people who they really, who they know has their back. So I feel like, your future spouse's family is going to really, reciprocate that to you as well. You're going to be very welcomed into the nest. I just heard your future spouse's family. They may, or like the mom or grandmom or somebody, they may refer to the family as like a nest or a community, or they may have like a specific name regarding their family, or they may just speak a different language, and they may use that language's name for family. You may have to travel to meet the family with this Three of Wands here. So yeah, some of you may have to travel to meet them. They may live across seas for some of you. Um, yeah, they may live across seas. They may live maybe. I feel like they live at a distance from you. Some of you, you may even meet your future spouse, from a distance. You may meet them online, or while traveling somewhere, or on vacation somewhere, or something for work as well. A lot of messages coming through for this group. But you got the Five of Swords here as well in reverse. So I feel like your future spouse's family, um, they, I feel like they see you as somebody who is very intuitive. You are a non bullshitter. You're somebody, you have this almost like a Virgo energy around you as well. Um, you're just somebody who doesn't take any bullshit. Even when it comes to them, like if somebody in the family, it can be your first time meeting them, and maybe somebody talks out the side of their neck to you, or they may say something that you're not too keen about, and it's like you automatically stick up for yourself right then and there. You don't give a shit if it's their family or this is the first time meeting them. You'll try to be as respectful as possible, but you're going to stick up for yourself regardless. So I feel like they view you as somebody who's not afraid of a fight. You're not afraid of a challenge. You're somebody who's very tough, and even if you may say it in the nicest way possible, they still view you as very tough, and you don't take any type of bullshit. Um, you may also be somebody who is like an expert like bullshit detector. So you may help your future spouse like weed out any um, people around him or around them who may not have the best interest for them. So you may talk with your future spouse's family, about this person that for a long time they may have been telling your future spouse like they're no good, or you should stop talking to them. And it's like you finally talk your future spouse into stop fucking with this person who's obviously doesn't have their best interest at heart, or who's jealous of them in some type of way. And you help your future spouse to, let them go. And that's not for everybody. That's only for, a handful of you. Um, but yeah, your future spouse's family is very grateful for you. They really respect you. They respect your energy. They respect what you bring to the table. You know, you fit in very, very well with the family. You fit in very well with them. Okay, so what else, spirit guides? Oops. The in-laws, first impressions of group number 2. Anything else? No? Okay. Ooh, wedding rings at the bottom of the deck. So union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. For a handful of you, this message came through. Just a handful of you, not everybody, but for a handful of you, you may decide to do like a shotgun wedding with your future spouse, or you may decide to get married very quickly, maybe without even telling other people. You may tell like one person, because I think you have to have like a witness or something. I don't know. But you may tell like one person or even just nobody. But if there's just a small percentage of you, you may just decide to go ahead and get the shit over with because you know this is your future spouse and you know that this is what you want. So you may be married before you even meet the family yet. Again, not for everybody, just a handful of you. But I feel like first impressions wise regarding your future spouse's family, for the majority of you, they're definitely going to be asking you. So when are y'all going to get married? When are y'all? You're definitely going to have that person who's like, okay, so when that mom or that grandmom who's like, okay, so when are you going to give us grandbabies? When am I going to get a great grandbaby? So I feel like they're definitely going to be very involved in your relationship. So with this Three of Wands energy, you may want to set that boundary if that's something that you don't want them in. Definitely don't be afraid to set that boundary. It's the biggest advice on that. But they're definitely going to be asking, when's the wedding? How can we help? Some of them even they're going to volunteer to pay for the wedding, pay for everything, take care of whatever it is that you need to take care of. Um, but yeah, this is a very involved family, very close knitted. You got palm tree again. This may you may travel to meet this family. For some of you, this family may live like on an island or live near a coast. I'm picking up like New Zealand, Australia, Jamaica, or like a coast somewhere. I did say East Coast earlier. You have stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. So you bring in a lot of stability into your future spouse's life. They've noticed a huge change that you've had on your future spouse since the last time that they've seen them, or over time, they've noticed a change, this growth in them. Um, you bring in a lot of change and transformation in their life. You may be drawn to group number one for some of you, but they view you as somebody who's very like flexible in energy. Like you're very adaptable. I'm gonna use that word. You're somebody who's very adaptable. You may have some Gemini, Aquarius signs in your chart, but you're somebody who's very adaptable, somebody who can adjust to any situation. You fit in very well to the family, even if you really don't feel like being there. I mean, just being honest. But you adapt very well. If they're joking, you're gonna joke back with them. If they're, I don't know, if they're doing something, if they're, you know, sitting back cussing, you know talking shit with one another, you're gonna talk shit back with them. You really adapt very well to your environment. You're somebody who's very flexible, very adaptable. You have this like water air type of energy to you. Very intelligent as well. You have a very keen mind. Very intuitive too. So they're gonna see all this within you, and they're gonna really respect that. Healing heart. Wow, look. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So again, you would have helped your future spouse heal through something very through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of not even heartbreak, but a lot of just trauma that they've experienced in their life. You help them heal through this. You help them, you talk to them about it. You have this open space to you yeah, you have this open space to where they feel comfortable talking with you about certain things, and even just talking with you and releasing those things, it helps them to release it. So yeah, you provide a lot of healing to your future spouse's life, and I feel like their impression of you or what they're going to feel about you is that you have helped change your future spouse for the better. So you bring in a lot of healing into their life. Then you have both receiving what you need. Yeah, they definitely feel like this is a very compatible relationship. They feel like you're exactly what your future spouse needs. I feel like they almost hated the people from your future spouse's past. They really could not stand the people that your future spouse has dated before. For some of them, they may have felt that your future spouse's exes were like gold diggers or just wanted your future spouse for money or just for sex or just for looks. So I feel like that's probably why, for for some of you, this maternal figure may be a little bit tough on you at first. But again, I definitely feel like it's because your future spouse hadn't had the best relationships in the past, and they just want to make sure that you're not on the same shit, you know. So yeah, you're exactly what they need. You've helped them progress in life. This is that Three of Wands energy here. You're bringing a lot of expansion into their life, and even within the family as well. I see you like talking and conversing with other family members, and being a listening ear, and even helping them through some things as well. You're definitely going to be a very popular person in this family here, because I feel like you are just somebody who's very easy to talk to. Even if you may consider yourself awkward or weird, you know, people, there's value in your words. There's value in your presence and what you have to say to others. So don't undermine, you know, your awkwardness or what you may say or don't say, you know. You offer, you have a very healing and abundant energy to you, and people really love this about you, and the family's going to love this about you. They're going to love to talk to you, and I feel like you're not going to mind talking to them, even if you're not the most talkative person. You know, you're not going to mind talking with them. They're going to make you feel welcome, and allow you to be who you want to be. So group number two, these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. Let me know how the reading resonates for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What is good, group number three? For those of you who were drawn to the last image, last but not least, this is going to be your reading today on your in-laws' first impressions of you. So your future spouse's family, first impressions of you. So Spirit guys, this is for group number three. What are their future spouses, families, first impressions of them? This is for group three. I'm not taking all these. I hear them asking you lots of questions. And I know for some of you, you're like, ugh, I don't want that shit. Please don't do that. But I definitely see, I see them asking you lots of questions. And it's not in like a, well, I mean, for some of them, it's definitely in a nosy way. But for some of them, they are genuinely interested in really getting to know more of you. For many of you, you may be coming from a different like background, a different culture, race, ethnicity, country, region, environment even. You know, you may come from two different worlds or two different backgrounds, and I just feel like they're gonna just have a lot of questions for you because they're just genuinely interested in your experience and who you are, and just really learning to get to know you more. You got the Ace of Cups in reverse. They definitely see you've been doing a lot of self-love work, group number three. A lot of self-love work before meeting your future spouse. A lot of inner work on yourself, the shadow work, the healing, you know, the whole the whole shebang. A lot of the things that you've really been going through recently. You've been doing a lot of healing work. So I see that and because you've done this healing work, you have this just bright aura around you. It's just this very like light energy. I definitely feel like many of you may be light workers. If you subscribe to the whole star seed thing, you know, maybe a star seed, healer. But yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, you have this light, bright, like energy to you, and they're just drawn and attracted to that. You really interest them. You are somebody who is very unique, somebody who's very different. You don't follow the status quo. You march to the beat of your own drum. You just do you, and you're okay with that. You've learned to be okay with that through this, you know, self-love journey, self-awareness, you know, fully accepting who you are. You've done all that work, and I feel like your future spouse's family is going to really love that about you, because you're somebody who you inspire a lot of people. You inspire people to just be themselves and just to do them. So I feel like they really love your like very open hearted and open minded energy to you. You're somebody who's very like non judgmental. Like you don't care what other people do or who people are in life, as long as they're not like hurting or harming nobody or themselves. So you're just a very like open-hearted person, and I feel like your future spouse's family is gonna definitely take note of that, and they're gonna be very grateful that you've brought that energy into the family. But very like bright energy to you. I don't know what it is. Can I get some more cards, Spirit? I feel like I've been shuffling for a minute. Okay, there we go. Okay. Anything else? No. You got Justice here at the bottom of the deck. You bring in a lot of balance into the family as well. You brought a lot of balance into your future spouse's life as well. I feel like you're somebody who has you've just done a lot of healing work, a lot of work on yourself, a lot of inner work, shadow work, again, the whole shebang of healing that you've been going through for a really, really long time, for months, even years for many of you. And it's like this connection is going to be a blessing to your life, because it's like you finally getting that cosmic reward for all the hard work that you've been putting in. So if some of you are feeling like the work that you've been doing, the healing and journaling and shadow work and self love, and everything that you've been working on within yourself, and you haven't met somebody yet, don't feel discouraged, because I feel like, again, the universe is like, this relationship is gonna be like so worth it. Your spirit guides really wanted me to relay this to you. This relationship is going to be so worth it. Just keep waiting. I mean, just keep being patient, and keep just doing you and living life, and it's going to come before you know it. But going back to the reading here, you're going to bring in a lot of balance into your future spouse's life here, a lot of harmony into the family. You may even just your energy, your presence may, if there's like certain family conflicts, of course you're not going to be involved in it, but if there's any like family conflicts, just you being around, things may start to shift and change. People may start to forgive each other. People, like, you just have this very nurturing, this healing energy to you, group number 3. You may be drawn to group number 1 as well, because very similar messages. But it's like you just being around, you stepping into a room, you cause such like wonderful shifts to happen, such positive shifts to happen. You know, whether it's good or bad, I'm not going to put a label on that. But you cause shifts to happen. I'll just say that. So, so I feel like they're part of their impression of you is that you're somebody who's very balanced, especially emotionally. You have a very leveled head on you. Even though the King of Cups is in reverse, I'm definitely picking up more King of Cups upright energy from you. Um, some of you just may still be on that journey towards healing and all that stuff we just talked about. But I definitely feel like regarding this King of Cups, you're somebody who's very stable, somebody who's very emotionally stable. Even if you don't consider yourself like right now, by the time you meet the family, I feel like this is definitely how they'll perceive you. Um, but yeah, I definitely feel like they view you as somebody who is very nurturing, very patient. Um, you have this like watery energy to you. So some of you may be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. especially Scorpio and Cancer, or Libra here as well. With this Libra energy as well, they are definitely going to view you as somebody who's very beautiful, somebody who's very, who is very attractive, very physically attractive. Don't worry about the weight. Don't worry about the acne. Don't worry about any of that. They're going to find you very, very, pretty, very beautiful. They're going to compliment you a lot on your looks, your style as well. You have a very, like, I just heard the word cool. So you have a very cool way of dressing, or styling yourself. Even like your haircut. They may compliment you on your haircut, your hair color for some of you, if you like to change your hair color around. But there's a lot that they're going to be complimenting you a lot on your outside appearances, as well as your inside, who you are on the inside, as they get to know you more. But definitely, they love your aesthetic. They love how you present yourself, how you walk, your demeanor, how you carry yourself. You just walk inside of a room, and people just can't help but to look at you. So I definitely feel like the family is going to really love that about you. You got the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Ooh. So yeah, some of you may have to travel to meet them. So maybe a little road trip between you and your future spouse when going to meet them, or you may have to fly to them. For some of you as well, you may meet a few of the family members through like video chat before you actually meet them in person. So you may meet some family members, maybe through like FaceTime or Zoom or something like that before you actually, meet them in person. So some of you may be, well acquainted with a few family members before even meeting them in person. And for some of you, I feel like that's going to really relieve a lot of stress for you, or a lot of anxiety that you may have, when about to meet the whole family, because I know that could be a stressful thing there. Yeah, with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is definitely giving that self-love energy here. So again, they're going to really, and Queen of Pentacles, very, very beautiful card here, very beautiful woman here. So I feel like they're going to view you as somebody very beautiful. You have this, again, because of you done this self-love work, and because you love yourself, you know yourself, you accept that every part and aspect of you who makes up you. It shows in how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you walk, how you dress yourself. So they're gonna feel like you're a very beautiful person. And when they ask you like how are you so beautiful, like what's your routine, like you may even tell them, like, start telling them about your skincare routine. And that may start to go, conversation may go into like your self-love journey. And I feel like you're going to really inspire them. You're going to inspire a few family members to, start their self-love journey, to really start to take more care and better care of themselves. So you're definitely going to spark a lot of inspiration in this family. Um, they're going to be, again, very grateful for you entering into the family, because, again, you cause these shifts, with people, even just by just being you. Yeah, you got Strength here at the bottom of the underneath Justice. It's funny that it fell over, but you're somebody who's very strong. You're somebody who has mastered, the Strength card here. She's mastered her ego. She's mastered, that divine masculine, that divine feminine. She's mastered all of that, and she knows who she is. She's confident in who she is. She kind of looks like the woman from the Queen of Pentacles almost. But they love your energy. There's just something about your energy and how you just step into the room, and like, just people are just drawn to you. There's just something about you that catches people's eye. For somebody here, not for everybody, and I know this may sound messy, but this was a message that came up, so I'm going to relay it. So you may have like one of the family members may try to hit on you. Maybe in like a joking way. I mean, they may be a little bit for real, but they may, joke about it. But you may have a family member who may try to hit on you. Don't entertain that shit. Don't entertain it. And again, that's not for everybody. I feel like that's just for like one or two of you. But yeah, just don't entertain that. I would just walk away. Like honestly, I wouldn't even laugh, smile, nothing. I would just walk away. A little bit of a messy family. Not gonna lie to you. This Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. Um, it's a little bit of a messy family. They're not the most perfect family. Let's just say that they have their problems. They have their issues. Um, some of them there's even people in the family who haven't talked to each other in a long time, and there may be some grudges. Like this is kind of a messy family. If I'm just being really really honest with you, group number three. But I feel like that's not a big thing for you because I feel like your future spouse, they love their family, but they know not to get into that mess and drama. Your future spouse doesn't like all that drama and shit. So I wouldn't worry about that. Of course, you got to meet them, but yeah, they're a little bit messy. So be careful with what you want to tell them and talk to them about. But I'm definitely seeing like their one of their parents really loving you. Maybe their father be really like love having you around. Um, and for some of you as well, their father may have passed, or they may not know who their father is, or they may not be in contact with their father. But there may be an issue regarding their father for a few of you. You have healing heart. So healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So I was picking it up also with the King of Cups. Somebody in this family may have like an alcohol addiction or alcoholism may run in the family. Um, so they may, like to drink a lot here. Um, yeah. I'm hoping I'm not making this sound like a shitty family or anything. So I don't want this to like scare you or anything. And again, this is a general reading. So again, just take what resonates and leave the rest. But I feel like part of their first impression of you is that you are somebody, again, you have this very healing energy to you. So healing heart, you you just heal others just by being in their presence, just by being around them. People are really drawn to you. You may have a lot of them, like really, a lot of them are going to want to talk to you. I feel like you offer a lot of good advice, a lot of good guidance as well. So you may quickly start to become like the family's therapist if you don't set that boundary with this Two of Wands energy. So again, don't be afraid to set boundaries with some family members here. Don't be afraid to be like, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't feel comfortable saying that. I don't feel comfortable, drinking or being around this or whatever it is that you need to set a boundary with. Don't be afraid to do that with the family or certain family members. It's highly encouraged here. But again, you people are just naturally just want to talk to you. You may be even somebody who you may be at a grocery store and a random stranger just comes up to you and start to just tell you their life story. There's a term that I just learned recently. It's called like a what is it, like an energy transmuter, something like that, to where just even just you being around, just you just existing, you transmute energy. So you may again find people, just random people, talk to you about their issues and problems. That's just because just they know that you're a transmuter and you're able to just naturally transmute that energy into more positive energy. So yeah, they definitely feel like you're somebody who again has a very healing energy to you. Wedding rings. This card has come out in every single pile today. I'm amazed. I am amazed. So wedding ring, so pretty similar to what I got in other reading. I mean, in the other readings, this family may, talk to you a lot about like, when are y'all getting married, or when are y'all gonna do this, or do y'all have a date set, or anything like that yet. Um, so they're definitely gonna be very involved in the wedding process. They're definitely gonna want to, like, if you want to have like a big wedding type of thing or a big reception or something like that, they're definitely going to want to help out. They're definitely going to want to, um, just be involved here. Um, but I feel, even though they may have their issues and their problems, they still, consider themselves family, and they're still, close for the for I wouldn't even say most. I was gonna say most, but I don't even feel like most. Um, for some of them, there we go. I just stuttered so hard, but yeah, I feel like, um, yeah, I feel like the family that they, are really really close with, the ones who really got their back, is definitely going to be involved, especially like their siblings, your future spouse's siblings. You're definitely going to get along with their siblings very very well, or at least the ones that they're still in contact with. For some of you, so um, yeah, they're definitely going to be wondering like when are you guys going to get married. They feel that you both should get married. Honestly, you may even have family, even if you and your future spouse aren't even thinking about getting married, you're just enjoying being in a relationship. You may have, some family members try to push marriage. They may try to talk to you about that a lot, or be like, well, if you get married, you can do this, or if you get married, this, that, and the other. Like, they may, really want you both to get married. Um, so, yeah, very talkative family here. So you got not enough. So frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. So I feel like part of their first impressions of you is that you may be somebody who's a little closed off, a little reserved. You may not be a big open book. Again, you have this very like Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces type of energy to you. You're not an open book. People have to work for that. So people may be a little bit frustrated with how little you tell them about you, or how hard they have to work to actually get to know different aspects of you, because you don't let that all out for just anybody. You don't show your hands to just anybody. Group number three. So yeah, that may frustrate a few of them. Then you have cassette here at the bottom of the deck. So outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So something about music with this family. Somebody, I don't know if you may be a musician, you may play an instrument, or you may really like music. Some of them may think that you have very good taste in music, um, or that I'm even picking up as well that there may be some family members, because this may be, for some of you, this may be like a same sex connection as well. So you may have some family members, their family members who may have some outdated thinking regarding, same sex connections, and even like whether it's same sex, or heterosexual connection, or whatever other type of connection, polyamorous for even for somebody here. um you know there I feel like you and your future spouse are not doing things in the traditional or conventional type of way. You're just doing so maybe even in their family, I know in some cultures they don't even date. They just go straight to marriage, or maybe arranged marriages are custom to or traditional to your future spouse's family, or something like that. So there's something maybe traditional about this family, and you may have some family members who just may be a little bit outdated in their thinking. But nothing really that you gotta really give a shit about, because you're just gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do anyway, right? So, yeah, group number 3. These are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So please let me know how this reading resonates for you all in the comment section. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the reading resonates for you. But yeah, group number 3, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you all in my next reading. Peace out.